good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Good throw there to start this second possession. Maybe help erase the memory of the interception he threw first possession.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time now there's a communication between the head coach, offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach. All right, we got to get him settled. It's not easy after you throw a pick six. You might want to just run the football, but I think in most cases you want to give him easy throws that he's comfortable with to get him going again. And it's not necessarily just throwing one or 2 yards. What throws does he like to make? Give him a couple of those and get him going.
Definitely looked like one he was comfortable with on the last throw. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
To the right side and complete to Njoku. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. From the 2-yard line now, it's first and goal. They'll go to Pirine, trying to pound it in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right
offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Here's Love. Caught left side by Hilton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And it's 3rd and short. Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st and 10, Luck. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 2nd and 10, Luck. And he comes back with one complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And now out comes Houston. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Watson now going to run the option right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. John Simon, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. On second down, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd down. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Looking deep for Hilton. He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now Love. Flushed. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Throwing here, Torgerson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Fresh set of downs here. Defense showing blitz.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Dante Moncrief, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up, They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
12 more yards there and another first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now a first down throw, Watson. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
I haven't met a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. A carry for Foreman, and he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the air now with Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got room. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw, Watson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And this one is right down Broadway. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. To throw on second is Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 77 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Let's go! 3-19! Left watching that, Barney! 36! Back down to that Philly! Gun!
Nixon. Room to run past midfield. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now let's go! Back down to that Philly! Here we go! Watching. All right, now look at 56.
Again, it's Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now, they had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, you really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking about a 46 defense, commonly known as the Bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage. Usually an 8-man front. That's difficult to block for an offense. On that play, the defense won in a big way. No gain at all.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Colts on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Colts add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
There's a conversion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat-out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Fuller brings it in over the middle. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Texans cut into that lead.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Torgerson. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Back to throw, Torgerson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Back to the Philly. Here we go. Now let's go. 3
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Colts on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So now on 4th down, Chuck Pagano turns to the field goal unit here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And here comes the Texans now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Flushed out right. And he slides to avoid the hit. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Shipped together here from the D-line. On first down, it's Watson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral.
And a loose football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drop.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Colts take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. And he knocks it through. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And now out comes Houston. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Sharif Floyd in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Let's go.
Here's Watson now on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 8 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Here we go.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Here's Foreman. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Watson on first down. And an alley to run. Got some real estate inside the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. David Njoku with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll run here with Mixon. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Colts on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Mixon. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now they run with Mixon. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Colts, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now.